Business activities are on standstill now in many areas within the Jos Bukuru metropolis following the 24-hour curfew imposed on the metropolis by Governor Caleb Mutfwang. Now, according to a press statement signed by his director of press, Gyang Bere, the curfew began and became necessary to forestall further breakdown of law and order in the state. News Central's Chizoba Anyowe quotes the governor as warning those planning to unleash further terror on innocent citizens to desist immediately or face the full wrath of the law. Joining us on the news now to give us updates on the situation in Jos is News Central's correspondent, Chizoba Anyowe. Good afternoon, Chizoba.
Good afternoon, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Now, Chizoba, we hear that the governor has imposed a 24-hour curfew. Just to clarify, is the curfew on all protesters or all businesses generally? And what is the reaction of the people?
Okay, well, yeah, the governor imposed the curfew yesterday evening, and of course to take effect from Sunday midnight, and it's still ongoing. And so it is basically on Jos Bukuru metropolis, and that is basically where you have the city center. Major activities go on here. And so it is both on the protesters and every citizen residing within this metropolis. So if you can see behind me, this particular area, I am starting at Hill Station Roundabout, and it is a popular place. And so it is usually a beehive of activities around here. But today, I mean, it has become a shadow of its own because you can barely see cars from behind me. I mean, you just see a few people who are on essential duties like journalists, medical officers and all those, and of course, the security operators. And so they have been everywhere, actually, everywhere to ensure that nobody comes out from anywhere to cause mayhem in the state. So that has been the situation. But off camera, the people I spoke with earlier, some of them hailed this development as a welcomed one, so that you don't have to wait for an incident to occur before this decision is taken, you know. So sometimes it's always good to have issues or problems prevented rather than talking about how to solve the situation when it has already happened. So I think that was what the governor thought about with security agencies before this curfew was actually imposed.
So, from what we understand, it seems as though people are, I mean, in the majority, pleased with the decision to impose a curfew. Isn't that affecting businesses or movements? The people are not complaining about the curfew, or they seem to cite it?
Definitely, it's affecting businesses and other activities in the state. But the major thing we should look at is the peace, the security of both lives and property. Because when you say, okay, no, let's allow businesses to go on, and then what happens when there's loss of lives and then properties are destroyed and then there's chaos in town, you know? So I think that's why this came up. And despite the ill feeling some people may have because it has already grounded the activities for the day, and of course, no one even knows when this curfew will be lifted. But in the long run, all the people I spoke with, yes, they expressed displeasure that it had to come to this level. But at the end of the day, they still prefer that people are safe and things take their normal course.
All right, Chizoba, anyway, thank you so much for giving us an update from Jos.
Thank you for having me.